All right, it says we are live. It'll take people a couple minutes to get in here. But good evening, everybody, to Divination Night, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. on the Rowan Temple of Light page. I am Lady Gwendolyn, and my co-host this evening is Amber Owens of Insight Oracle.
Hi.
Give me 1 second. And there, now it's dinging. Hey, we have some people in here. Okay. Can you see the comments?
I cannot.
Okay. So Anna Ash says, well, heart. Brenda, hello. Heidi, hello. Amy, hello. We've already got our first request.
Okay, so I can see the chats, but I have to look for them. I have to leave the screen and go.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'll get the list started. And hello, ladies. Hello. Okay. So let's get started. We'll do the three that I have, and then we'll take a break and we'll talk a little bit.
Okay.
And you can tell everybody about you. So this would be the Rebel deck. Get the first pull.
Oh.
And this is for Amy.
Oh, Amy. Yay, you're fun, Amy. I wanted to bring a fun deck with me into this tonight because the reason when Gwen asked, I was like, I really want this to be a fun. I know it's St. Patrick's Day for some people, and so the Rebel deck is always one of my favorite fun decks that I'll use when I do a circle or healing or anything like that. I hope you have a good sense of humor because it's real sassy.
She can handle it. She can handle it.
Before we do that, I wanted to tell you, Gwen, that I did put a sample of each card deck on your Facebook underneath the links that you shared. So if somebody wants an idea of what the cards are like, specifically the Rebel deck, they're in there so you can see them for yourself. It's just a sample card.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, Miss Amy. So
I got Amy. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I got Amy, Donna, Anna, and then we're going to take a break and get to know Miss Amber here. And then I've got Heidi and Flora listed.
Okay.
So, and Cullen, I'll get you put down here. So that's how we got it so far.
Okay, so Miss Amy's card is. Can you see it? It says, take a fucking trip.
Yes.
Go see some shit. Do new things. Talk to people cooler than you. So when we get this card and when we get this message, it means that we've isolated ourselves a little too much and we need to open up to new information and a new flow of energy. It means we've kind of become stagnant and stuck in our routine. And so when it says go take a trip, for me, you're going to learn I love to travel. When I feel really kind of enmeshed and I need to cleanse my palate, so to speak, a trip is a really great way to do that. Also, you never know what you're going to experience and what kind of new energy is going to come in. And that's one of the other messages I'm hearing for you specifically is there's something knocking on the door and it's trying to get you to answer it. But it's like we're too blocked in that we can't hear it because we're too busy with our daily kind of grind. And also the people around us, we need to hear something new. We need to be hearing something new. We need to be seeing something new. We need to be tasting something new. We need to be smelling something new. So it's really this new energy trying to come in and really amp up your sensory experience in life because it's a really rich place to be here right now in spite of it all. So get out. Go someplace, even if it's just a day trip, just go someplace you've never gone before or have been. I'm also hearing that you know what I'm talking about, that there's some place that you've been wanting to go but been dragging your feet on, or making a bunch of excuses as to why you can't do it, this is Spirit's way of saying, like, make it happen. You've got the green light to go.
She does start a new job tomorrow.
Yay! Yay! So go into it like full force. There's going to be a lot of cooler people, right? Cooler people than you. And also, but pay attention on the, like, it's a physical travel. So if you're driving someplace new, you're driving a new route to work, or just using new software in 2021, right? It's neural programming. So it gets you out of that like rut in your brain. So it's new programming and new ideas. So it's a really great time to like really refresh and get out of those ruts. So congrats on the new job.
Great job, Amy. Okay, Donna gets the Nelza K, the oil one, the oil stack.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. This is Donna. And they don't get to choose the deck, right? You choose the deck for them?
No, it's the decks are already wrote on these little pieces of paper, and for each person I draw it out, so it's a divination for their divination.
Okay, so they don't get to say. All right, so we're choosing. All right, fantastic. Spirits at work all over the place. So if you've got this deck, this is a really beautiful, fantastic deck. It's very earth-based. So the suggestions that are going to be coming off of the cards tonight are, this one particular is going to involve essential oils and crystals, are both listed on the card. So it's a really wonderful opportunity, first and foremost, before we even get a card going, to come down and really ground into your body. Like you're being asked to ground in some higher vibrational energy into your field. And it's okay to need help to do that. And two of the greatest tools that we have are plant medicine and the essential oils and crystals. And anybody that knows me knows I love both. All right, Miss Donna. Ooh, card here. See, geranium. Geranium is the card of a broken heart. So geranium is really about, if you're familiar with that essential oil, anybody listening, it is a very, I like to think of it as spicy. So it's kind of this like reinvigorating. It's also a really beautiful lover's oil to use. So it really gets the fire going, if you know what I mean. So and that really connects to the heart space. But this card specifically talks about a heavy heart. Like right now, you can have a little bit of a heavy heart. And that's totally understandable just in the collective. There's a lot of heavy heart energy going on right now. We've lost things. Our trust is shaken. We may even be grieving or mourning the loss. And that can be on a real micro level, you know, as far as losing jobs and the normalcy of life, to losing people. So you're not alone in this card, Donna. There's a lot of this floating around in the collective, especially for the divine feminine right now. It is a heavy heart because we are such carers and we are such empaths, and it's hard to look around and not get weighted down by the heaviness of it all. But this card is suggesting that it's time to move through that. We're coming up on a really beautiful time, the spring equinox of balance. It's a good time to let go of those things. Geranium is going to help you. Really great place to put that is one right in your heart, right on your thymus gland, right onto your heart. Also on your pressure points here, and on the soles of your feet, because we really want to connect to that divine fire that's coming out of Mother Earth. If you're aware, there's some volcanic activity happening right now. There's a lot of fire coming out of Mother Earth, coming out of that divine feminine, and it's a really great time for you to connect into that and bring it right up into your body and bring it right up into your heart center so that you can kind of catch fire again, so you can find your passion again and let that heal the heaviness that you have that's going on right now. The mantra on this card is I trust in love, I am loved. The crystals are adventuring, moonstone, which is in my earring today, rose quartz, and ruby. Ruby is also one of my favorites. I named my oldest daughter Ruby because she was a very heart healing energy for me at the time. So it is really about learning to love again.
I think that was perfect. She said love this, and she works in a nursing home. Her child was murdered, so everything that you hit it. You hit everything.
It's okay, Donna, to lean on the gifts that the Divine Mother Earth is provides for us. And the oils and the crystals are two of the greatest gifts that we have to help anchor the vibration in our body even before our body is ready for it. So it kind of those things ask, when we put them on, when we wear them, we put them on our body, it asks our body to raise in vibration to match that energy. So it's inviting that kind of growth. So don't be afraid to lean on the tools.
Yes. Okay. All right, Anna, and then we're going to take a break and talk for a minute.
Okay.
And this would be the Alchemist Garden.
Oh,
so
of course, Miss Anna. Of course you would get the Alchemist Garden. Right there. No surprise there.
Okay, so after Cullen, I have Samara, David, Deanne, and Bailey. So if I do not have your name listed, then just shoot me a comment.
Okay, so for those of you that aren't familiar with the Alchemist Garden, it's a tarot-based deck that talks specifically about plant medicine. Anna is a plant lover. I can tell from here. There's a lot of healing energy in plants, going back on what we've talked about so far in the last two readings as well. And as you go, for everybody listening right now, every reading, there's going to be something in it for you as well. You're here to hear the message. You're here to gain the wisdom. So they're all collective readings as well as individual readings. So, if you're here and you're listening and you're paying attention, know that there's something in every card reading and every pull for you. That's why I'm only doing one card per person, because everybody's kind of collectively getting a message tonight.
Yeah.
So once again, the message, lean into the plants. It's about time to start gardening. Get out, get it in that earth, get your feet in the dirt, your hands in the dirt. It's really healing. And it's really healing for Mother Earth as well. That divine energy, that divine feminine right now, there's a lot of need for us to get in the soil. We've been so disconnected, especially just if for no other reason, because it's been winter, in a lot of the world. All right, Miss Anna. Three of Swords, distress, mandrake root. Where are my Harry Potter fans? Isn't that one of the big plants, the mandrake root? So the Three of Swords, for all my tarot lovers, it can talk about, one more time, we're going to talk about a heavy heart for the divine feminine. It's okay that you've been hurt. It's okay that you have been traumatized. It's okay that people have wounded you. But the mandrake root invites you to kind of root in. One more time, we're going to talk about rooting in, like the geranium oil from Donna's reading, grounding down into the earth, letting the soil kind of cover your feet and dig in deep to the depths of Mother Earth. We've been talking about that volcanic energy, really rooting down into the core of the divine feminine energy right now. That's really the way that we're going to heal our heart as women and as the divine feminine energy that resides in men too. there's a lot of healing. I mean, my gosh, we're 3 readings in and I'm just like, wow, I'm blown away at just how heavy our hearts are. You know, like I can feel it from here, like the heaviness of the heart, the traumas, you know, and all of this is coming up. It's like, it's really great that it's coming out. I'm sorry that it's uncomfortable, you know, and that's what this card is talking about, distress. It's okay to feel panic. It's okay to feel fear. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to be absolutely fucking terrified. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to feel all of those things, but know that they're leaving. So when they do come up, know that they're leaving, right? And then also, you might want to revisit the Harry Potter movies. There might be some fun wisdom in there for you, or a fun movie marathon with, you know, friends and family.
The weekend is upon us.
Yes, the weekend
just around the corner. Yeah, we've got a lot of comments. Your Harry Potter fans have come out. Anna said, "I feel that." Karen said, "Very heavy." Anna said, "All of that," and this is so true. And Anna said, "Thank you." So, okay, we're taking a break. I've got a heck of a list here. So
okay.
We'll get to that in a minute. But right now, I want to talk about this fabulous guest host. So tell us all about you.
Oh, tell us all about it. Well, I'll give you 5 minutes. I am Amber. I'm from West Virginia. Gwen and I met through the Earth Magic community there in Morgantown. I was talking tonight about at the Pagan Fest out at the Mason-Dixon Park. It's one of my favorite parks, and what a wonderful thing it is that you are a part of there in the community.
Not anymore.
Well, 2020 took a lot.
You just have to come a little bit further south.
Well, we've all been shifted to move around. I mean, for my astrology nuts out there, you know, like Uranus is in Taurus, like the players on the chessboard have all moved around for a variety of reasons. And so I'll use that to segue into who I am. I'm Amber, and I travel around. I'm a nomad, I guess, to a certain extent these days. My husband and children and I travel, and I'm called as an earth worker. You know, I'm a light worker, if you like that terminology, but I specifically like to think that I'm an earth worker. You know, I'm here on earth to work for earth and all the beings that are on earth. And so that calls me to different places in the world at different times. We just came off of a really hard year out in Seattle. We were there right before COVID broke. I kind of joke and say we all had COVID before it was cool. We had it in January. We literally landed and got it. We got it from the airport, I think. And so it's one of those things, like as soon as we got there, it's like shamanic initiation. Let's go, you know? And so that's what I do. I go around and I travel around and I clear energies and I anchor energies and I drop in codes and I offer ceremonies. And I mean, first and foremost, I think these days I would say I'm a shamanic practitioner, you know, that I do a lot of work with the earth, and I have a lot of tools and tricks in my tool belt. You know, I've been a Reiki practitioner for over 20 years, a massage therapist, I'm a teacher, but these days the ask of me is to do earth work, grid work, to be places to anchor energy and light, and to hold space and to witness. So that's what I'm really doing right now. We are currently in Mexico, which is the gig I've been asking for when Spirit listens. I'm like, I need someplace warm. I need someplace sunny. Like, I am tired. Seattle was heavy. We got out there right before COVID hit. There was the Chaz Chop Zone political stuff. Like Seattle was like, it just blew up. And I was like, oh, you didn't tell me this was going to be such a heavy job.
Oh.
And also I was having a baby.
What?
So, yeah, so I had a baby at home because of COVID.
Wow.
So 2020 was a really big weird year for me personally. Everything went great. I have a beautiful, healthy I have another daughter. God has gifted me with 3 beautiful daughters. And so that's what I'm doing right now. So I did take a step back for all of the people that were following me on Facebook and a little bit on Instagram. I did have to take a step back to have a baby, and also to do a lot of the heavy lifting. That sometimes requires a lot of me. And Seattle was very heavy. So I'm grateful to be in Mexico right now, going into the spring equinox.
Well, I'm thankful you were able to do virtual.
Yeah, yes, some of the great technology.
So, Samara said that you have some serious calming energy about you, and it's really comforting.
Oh.
Karen says that she loves you so damn much. Morgan said that she's glad that you recovered from COVID, and the sun came out today in West Virginia. It was amazing. Glad you are chasing the sun in Mexico. And now we got congratulations all on the babies.
So. Oh, yay. Thank you. Thank you.
So one thing, we all are pretty supportive in here. It's become a great little community that we're building here on this for this show. Okay. So any idea what you're up to next?
Oh, no idea. It doesn't work like that.
So you don't get to make any plans. You just hope for something.
You know, it's one of the things that I think I had to learn through my years of spiritual practice. Was it really is kind of we believe it to be a Buddhist philosophy, and in kind of origin, and that detach, let go, let God, Jesus take the wheel, whatever kind of metaphor you like there, or belief mantra. We go where we're needed, and that is what a true kind of shaman does. She or he goes where it's needed, and then you do what's asked. And no, I don't usually get much of a say in that. It's like, this is what's needed, and you're the one that can do it, and you are available to do it. And so here's your job. Here's your assignment.
I feel that, because I don't really make plans until I'm told to. Yeah. Then I just go with it. I was told that this needed to happen, so that we needed to start this and bringing readers on, and so here we are.
Well, I'm really grateful. I've been hearing for many years that I need to kind of get out behind my shell, but once again, for my astrology lovers, I have a sun in the 12th house and Mercury retrograde, so I'm a very private, kind of reclusive person by nature. So to do things like this, I have to really kind of break through my natural reservations. But it's time. You're right, Gwen. Right? Absolutely correct. And when you asked, there was no hesitation. Like, it was like, yes, do this. And I was like, cool. Like, I haven't got to read in a while, like I haven't got to socialize much lately. So I'm grateful to be here.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much. All right, are we ready to get back to it?
Let's do it.
Okay, all right. So up next is Heidi. And that would be me. So you get a break. You can take a break and shuffle.
Okay.
Or
no, I'm getting a message from you. This is the way that you've been getting from us.
Okay, so I know you have this deck, don't you?
Which deck is it?
The Moonology.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
So
no, I don't. I don't have that deck. Nope.
All right, but I'm gonna pull these cards and I'll tell what I think, and then if you don't mind, because I know you're gonna end up getting a message.
Maybe.
I just know it. I feel it. All right. Okay, so the first card is New Moon. A new start is coming, which The new moon was this weekend. It was the new moon in Pisces, right? Yes. Don't let pride get in your way. A full moon in Leo. And a new romantic cycle begins. It's the new moon in Libra.
Ew.
So what I'm getting is things are finally starting to make that turn for you, and you're going to get hammered with a lot of good things real quick. Like, you have been waiting for so long. It just feels like your cycles are just getting turned right side. What do you think?
Are you asking me now what I think?
Yeah. What do you think?
That is, I mean, that's an amazing, excellent pool. The new moon in Pisces just recently, man, you used the word hammered. It fucking hammered a lot of people, myself included. I mean, there was tears and crying and angry. Pisces energy is no joke. Talking about 12th house astrology stuff. But it's funny because I just shared a funny video on my Facebook. I do a daily kind of Facebook post about the energies. And the one was specifically like, there's really great things coming. Don't need an ego check. Like, check your ego now, because if you don't, it is gonna hammer you. It is going to hit you right where it hurts. So check yourself before you wreck yourself. And you're absolutely right. After the spring equinox, there's going to be amazing things coming down the line for a lot of people. There's going to be a really, really, really big shift. And that's one of the things we're doing here. We're really anchoring in that. So there is going to be a lot more joy, passion, love, available to everybody, and including your reader.
Yeah. Well, good. Let's hope so, because I think we're all ready for it.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining in with me on that one. Because
it was a great pool. You nailed it. Nailed it.
I do these and just to kind of practice. Like, I have a deck over here that I got, but I haven't. When I learn how to use it, at least a little bit, I'll bring it out and start using it. And you might know what it is.
Oh, Black Moon astrology cards. I love astrology cards. I really, really, really do. I went to an astrology class one time with a woman who was in Lilydale, and she introduced me to the dice. And ever since then, I was like, this is a really great tool to learn astrology with.
Yeah.
So use them to learn, not,
And that deck is created locally from Parkersburg.
Oh, fantastic. I had no idea. You'll have to share the link.
Susan Shepard,
a girl cannot ever have too many decks.
That's right. She is battling cancer right now. So I always ask, whenever I talk about it, I always ask that if anybody has any, energy or anything like that, or a candle that they want to do for her, then it's greatly appreciated, because she's struggling.
Okay. Well, definitely share the link with everybody.
Okay. All right. So Heidi, you get the Rebel deck. No, Flora. Anyway, Flora can definitely handle it.
Flora's getting the Rebel deck?
Flora's getting the Rebel deck. I didn't write down
all of you
what I did for.
Awesome. The Rebel deck was created by a woman in Phoenix, Arizona. I lived in Phoenix for a 7-year cycle once upon a time. I had my great big awakenings out in the desert a long time ago. So I think this energy really kind of speaks to the energy of the desert. It doesn't pull any punches. It is what it is and what it is. And it's a survival of the fittest kind of energy. And you got to keep a good sense of humor. And I think that's super important for everybody right now.
I think it's getting old for the people that can handle it.
Good.
And it does
Okay.
help that we do have a really cool group of people that come in here too. Okay.
All right. I just said this to my friend this week. So here we are. This one's for you, girl. All right. It says, you are loved. And the back of the card is, you are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. So this energy, this card, as I was just saying to my friend was it last night even maybe, what is meant for you cannot pass you by. You can't actually fuck it up. It doesn't work like that. If it's meant for you, it will be for you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do to jeopardize that. So remember that you're loved, and that you are loved, and that you're totally, absolutely 100% supported. And the only way you could maybe fuck it up is if you didn't believe that and you got in your own way. Back to your reading right there. Get your ego out of the way. Because sometimes the ego can say things in our head. It's that old programming of, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not special enough, this isn't right for me, or I'm not worthy. Oh gosh, that's the one I'm hearing right now. Is it a worth issue? Right? You absolutely are worthy. You absolutely are loved, and you cannot fuck it up. If it's meant for you and it's divinely ordered for you, then the best thing you can do is to open to receive it. So let's go back to the geranium oil. Let's go back to some of the rose quartz stones. Open to receive, right? So get your ego. Here's the Three of Swords. Let's get that defenses, right? We have walls around those hardened hearts, those heavy hearts. We've built walls and gates and barbed wire and electric fences because, the pain has been real. And now's the time to start taking those things down. Because what is coming for you, Miss Flora, is beautiful. Like Gwen said, it is beautiful. It is great. And it is yours. I need to say that again for everybody. What's coming is yours. It's your divine right. So get out of the way so that you can open to receive it.
I know I'm excited. You just got to remember to breathe. Just remember to breathe. We will get through it. It'll be, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, worth is always an issue for everybody. So know that you're worthy. You're perfect. There is nothing wrong with you.
Okay, this is for Colin, and it's mine, the spirit animal cards. Now, these are the children's spirit animal cards, but
I do have that deck.
Why should kids have all the fun? They've got just as good messages for us.
Yes. I think that's been one of my favorite things about where we're at. We're staying in the jungle here, and there's so many new animal energies. To go back to the initial reading, like travel, get around some new energy.
Yes.
You saw a giant bright green iguana crawling on a tree. Like that's not something you see in West Virginia or Seattle.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Flora said, thank you for the reading. Dora said that what you just did described her.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So Colin, first card is the monkey. Try something new. I would say let your animalistic energy fly, but I don't know if your wife can handle that. But we also, and I know that you'll feel this one. It's the crow. Believe in the magic. So I think you already know good things are coming, and it's going to be how you respond to it as to how it plays out. What do you think, Amber?
I think that's another message of don't fuck it up.
Yeah. Absolutely right there.
No, there's just really great things coming. You're absolutely correct. And it is a matter of being able to receive it and open to it. And the crow medicine has been coming around a lot lately. One more time, I'm going to talk about the divine mother, the divine feminine, the crone. It is that wisdom and ancient wisdom that's coming back. I mean, that's what's really bringing this gift for everybody. It is this ancient divine feminine wisdom that's coming back online. That's what's coming for all of us. And it's bringing beautiful gifts, but we have to be healed and open to receive them.
Yeah. All right, Samara, you're up next, darling. This would be the Nelzike oil.
Okay. And who is this one for?
Samara. Colin, I knew your wife was going to say no.
Okay. All right. So we're getting ready to get a new message here. Fantastic. All right, here we go. The oil is Litsia. You see that? This is the oil of determination. So this talks a lot about, so one more time, we're going to kind of build on what we've been talking about, is that there's been a lot of suppression, right? So one more time, I guess we're going to continue the volcanic thing. Like there's been this energy that's been suppressed. This is specifically talking about, if you look at the top of the card, let me see, it's a little bright. There we go. It's stuck somewhere between your sacral chakra and your solar plexus. So it's kind of geared around suppression of emotions around other people that have influenced your sense of self. And so it is a matter of like working through those emotions and pulling them out, like, because they've been repressed, and stoking that fire, right? But that fire of self, that fire of self-determination, that who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? What is my passion, right? And who am I separate from the people that have been kind of, what I'm hearing is defining you, because they've not been defining you correctly. They've not, I need to say that again. They've not been defining you correctly. So who you have been to the external world is not who you really truly are. And I'm hearing that you know that. That's not new information for you. But the matter is like, now's the time. Like, as that divine feminine energy is coming out, it's going to come out in you. And it's going to really, if you ride that wave, it's going to really bring you into who you really truly are as a empowered being here. The emotional ease that's going to come from that is openness, freedom, abundance. One more time, we're talking about these really great things that are coming, intuitive, but most specifically, I'm hearing out of this card is that now is the time to really start trusting yourself. Up until now, you've been leaning heavily on the people around you, but they're not correct. They're not correct. It doesn't mean that they're wrong, but they don't have it figured out yet, right? They don't know you in your entirety. They love you. They support you. That's not what I'm saying. But this is specifically about, like, you need to shine that big, bright, yellow, orange ball of light that you are and step into Gwen's card about the Leo energy, right? The boldness of you, and trust yourself and trust your intuition. Crystals for this are citrine, celestite, any of the jaspers. I'm hearing particularly the Wonderstone, which is also one that's come up a couple of times lately. It's a really beautiful stone. Helps you wonder, who am I? What am I here for? and then listen to the messages that you're receiving and then step into embodying that. And the mantra for this card is I am determined. But for you specifically, I want you to say I'm self-determined. I'm not predetermined. I'm not determined by other people. I am self-determined.
I'm loving the readings and the energy tonight. Okay, so quick rundown. And if at any point in time you want to do a cutoff, if you want to do a certain number cutoff, we can do everybody, whatever you want to do, whatever you feel comfortable with. Keep that in mind, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So David, Deanne, Bailey, Karen, Morgan, Cheryl, Katie, and Casey. That's who I have listed.
Okay, let's probably just stop it there.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, David is up next with the Alchemist Garden deck.
Okay. So, before we even get started, playing with plants. You know, plants are such magical creatures, and they are living sentient beings, you know, with so much wisdom, and they do so much for us, and they really truly are a gift. And I think so very many of us are only just coming back to that, or coming to it for the first time. That there is a lot of empowerment there and learning. So I'm hearing, before I even pull this card, David, that there's an invitation for you to learn more about plant medicine, plant wisdom, food, herbs, something like that, that speaks to you, to your magic, specifically your magic. So that's an interesting crow message there, your magic. Believe in the plants and understand that, you know, there's an invitation there for you to learn and work with them even more. So let's see which plant's inviting itself to kind of help you with that, because that's what I'm hearing, that it's that energy of inviting in more wisdom. Okay. It's the Three of Wands. Lots of three energy tonight. Okay. This is the Hawaiian baby wood rose. So when there's that volcanic energy again, Hawaii, it's got that active volcano happening. The baby wood rose. So what do we know about wood in general? It's going to be hardy and strong, and blossoms. So when we think about that, we're going to think about, like, what I'm hearing is we're building something really strong, and it's a really strong foundation for you to open and blossom into your, I'm just hearing the word magic again. So whatever that magic looks like for you, that sense of self that we were just talking about, opening up. My friend called me an onion today, and I was like, I'm not an onion, I'm a beautiful rose. Right? So imagine yourself kind of unfolding and opening up, but really being super supported in that you have this really strong foundation of the wood that's growing around you. So it's totally about your magic. I don't know what this is, David. I want to know what your magic is. I'm not getting to know, but I want to know because it's really sparkly. When I look at it, it's just like a bunch of, like, the roses are like fireworks going off all around you, like sparks. So whatever that is, and whatever that has to do with plants and herbs for you, like, that looks really awesome. So have fun with it.
He'll figure it out.
Well, you know, it's always really frustrating because I'm like, okay, great, what's his magic? And they're like, no, that's for him to figure out. And I'm like, nuts. Like, I want to know. Because that looks really awesome.
Well, when he figures it out, we'll have him let you know.
Yeah, the Three of Wands really is about like wisdom and like holding the truth in the gateways. So it really is about walking through a doorway right now, David, and walking into your magic.
Awesome. Okay, this is for Deanne. Well, I thought there was something in there. Okay, so again, the Alchemist Garden.
Okay. Who is this for again?
Deanne.
Deanne, that card jumped right out for you. Gosh, I didn't even get a shuffle. It's the Six of Cups, nostalgia. And the plant is aloe vera. So what this tells me is that there's some, one more time, we're talking about a salve, a real healing kind of energy. So if you're mulling something over from the past, I want to say that there's an invitation there for you to inquire about more information because you're not remembering it correctly. Or it's not that you're not remembering it correctly, it's that you didn't have the end, like a part of the puzzle. You have a little piece of it, so it's different to you than it was at the time. So ask some questions of the people that were involved around this, whatever this is for you. And I'm really feeling one more time, it is kind of connected to that heart energy, that a wound that still needs to be healed, an old trauma that needs to kind of, it's coming out, right? And it needs some salve, and that salve for you right now is going to look like information. It's going to look like, oh my God, if I had known that at the time, holy cow, and it's going to turn the whole situation on its end, and you're going to heal because it wasn't what you thought it was, and you've been kind of torturing yourself about it, twisted up around it, owning some of it that didn't need to be owned by you. So I always really love this part about spirit when they're like, and here's your homework. Like, here's your homework. You get to go on a little bit of a mystery hunt, you know, like talk to the people that were involved around it. And even if you've not talked to them in a long time, it's okay. That's part of the game now that you get to go back and heal for them too. So know that if you're hesitant to start those conversations, it's going to be mutually healing. So don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to engage.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I love it. Okay, Bailey, you're up next. I like when I do this. It makes me feel like we're on a game show. Okay, so the Rebel deck.
All right, who's this one for?
Bailey?
Bailey with a B?
Yes.
Ooh, Bailey with B. Big shuffle for Bailey with a B. All right. The first card, let's see, can you see it with love? The message on the back, get some, give some, it will cheer your ass up. So going back to the geranium, when I heard that message, when we were talking about the geranium oil earlier, I was like, do we really want to say that? And Spirit was like, yep, let's talk about it. And I was like, okay, let's talk about it. Like passion, fire. It's time to get back in the saddle on that one. It's time to spice it up a little bit, right? One more time, we're talking about that spicy oil. It's time to share of yourself with another. And whether you're in a committed relationship or not. Now, that does not mean go out and hoe around. Does that need to be said to anybody listening? Don't be a hoe. But be open to that loving exchange of energy, because there's no more sacred space than in a sexual relationship. So make sure you're doing it with a secure partner, somebody it's healthy and it's loving and it's mutual. I think that's another one of the messages of this card. It says, get some, give some. So make sure it's mutually beneficial. And I'm hearing that maybe that is going to be something that's new for you as well, where it's a really nicely balanced exchange of energy in that situation, whatever that looks like. It doesn't necessarily have to be sexual relationship, but those two things typically mirror each other. When people come in with relationship issues, one of the first things I ask, how's the sex? How is the energy exchanging in that relationship, right? What kind of balance is happening? Is it one person dominating another? Is it one person totally just, what I'm hearing is way too submissive, and potentially selfish. So let's not be that, right? So it's about finding that balance in the energy dynamics and exchanges in all of your relationships, but specifically this one specifically is talking about like that love space.
I think that's a really good message for everybody.
Yeah, don't be a hoe.
That's right. You heard it here.
You heard it here first. Don't be a hoe.
Words to live by. All right. Karen's up next. Rebel deck.
I knew we were going to have fun tonight, Gwen. That was when you asked me, that's exactly what Spirit said. They said, you're going to learn something and it's going to be fun. And I was like, sign me up. Those are my two favorite things. All right. Who is this one for?
Karen.
Karen.
And Bailey said, sweet. Thank you very much. Deanne said, interesting. Thank you. Good night, Bailey. Thank you for joining us.
Yep. This is one of my favorite ones. Okay. This one says, don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. And then it says, you need some fucking time alone and you know why. Usually this means we're stressed out and we've reached past the point of exhaustion. It means we're taking on too much from other people. So I'm gonna piggyback on that, like heavy heart. We're carrying too much for other people. And it's time to put some of that down. Like put it down, drive away from it, be away from it, and have some time for yourself. It's really heavy out there right now, guys, for a lot of people, and a lot of people don't know what to do with it, and they're super happy to just have you carry it for them, right? They're just super happy to have you carry it for them. I mean, this kind of goes back to the last message. Make sure it's super balanced energy, right? People can't just lay around and get to enjoy things and not do some of the work, right? So this tells me you've been doing too much work. You've been doing too much work, and it's time to put some of that down and take some very much needed time for yourself, whether that be a nap or a weekend with some friends, or nope, not even that. You are not nobody. Really recharge, whatever that looks like for you. I mean, self-care is kind of a overused term, but it can't be overemphasized. It really is important to, okay, this is what really wants to come through. All right. It's really, really important for everybody that's listening right now in the collective to not carry the weight of other people right now. It's super important. It's super hard. That's a super big ask for people who are really big caregivers and helpers and healers and empaths, right? But it's super important right now as we come through this next big shift that everybody's doing their own share of the work. And so that means for a lot of you that you have to just hand it back. You have to just say, this isn't mine. I need you to carry it, because I can't carry. I'm dealing with my own stuff. I got my own luggage. I got my own bag. I need you to carry your stuff, because it's getting real heavy and it's getting real hard, and I'm exhausted from carrying my stuff and yours, and you're not doing it. And so Spirit needs everybody to be, it needs everybody to be working right now. So if you're taking that load off of somebody, you're creating the imbalance. So put the guilt down around it, hand it back, and go take care of yourself.
It's really interesting that's what came through. I'll read you what her comment was. She said, I feel like Spirit is telling me a lot of this heaviness is not mine too, but I've been doing the personal work to clear it, and it's been too much inner work. Now, she said that, you said that. Now, I've been, me personally, on a shadow work journey for 1.5 years. But for the past couple of weeks now, I've seen like a rise in people around me that are seeing the angel numbers. We've all been doing those. We've all been, looking at ourselves a little bit closer, whether it be with astrology, the numerology, doing shadow work cards, things like that. I actually started over on TikTok. I pulled two cards, and that tells me what shadow work we're going to do for the day, what we're going to discuss. But it just seems to be this big uprising that everybody is on their journey upward.
Absolutely. And everybody needs to be doing their own stuff, because everybody's being asked to do a big job. Nobody's not doing a big job. If you need to be said that, like, nobody's, like, I think it's a common misconception of empaths, is that it's worse for everybody else than it is for me. Right. Mm-hmm. There is this over sympathy for the people, but all that does is really facilitate victimization, and that doesn't empower anybody. And so, one, you need to know that your task is big too. You're important too, and the work that you're being asked to do is important too. And so is everybody else's. And you're absolutely correct, Gwen. There is this great big awakening. I was told about 4 years ago that this was coming, not what it would look like, of course, but just like there's going to be a mass awakening. Like, you're going to want to get settled so that people are going to be waking up in the droves. And I was like, that's really great. And then also I'm like, shit, because that usually means it has to get really hard. People don't usually wake up with sunshine and roses. As much as everybody wants to be all love and light, it don't work like that.
No.
Humanity doesn't function like that. So I knew it was going to be less than pleasant. The question is, how hard does it need to be for people? And I hope and I pray every day that it doesn't need to be hard for everybody. So that's why I say, get your ego out of the way. Get your ego out of the way. Open, listen, have really healthy boundaries. Those are really important things for everybody right now.
Yeah, that's a hard one for a lot of us, is speaking our boundaries and actually holding to them. I know that's one of my hardest ones.
Mine too.
Okay, Morgan. Is it Morgan, Cheryl, Katie, and Casey? 4 left.
Okay.
The Nelza K oil. Oil deck.
And who is this for again?
This is for Morgan.
Morgan. I'm hearing Morgan would really love this deck.
Actually, she has her own farm.
Okay.
She's like a homesteader. So yes, I do believe that she will. Awesome. This will definitely speak to her.
Okay. This woman is from Australia. The woman that created the deck. Ah, beautiful card, Miss Morgan. Rose. The oil of universal love. So one more time, we're talking about that heart space. Crystals for this are rose quartz, celestite, amazonite. Oh, amazonite. I'm really hearing amazonite. I don't know if you're into crystals or not, but amazonite is there's rose, right? We think about rose quartz, we think about pink. We talked about the rose plant earlier, that opening up. But sometimes that needs to be, we think about fire and passion. We've talked a lot about that tonight, but for you specifically, I'm hearing that needs to be soft and gentle. And amazonite is a really great stone for that. It opens it up in a really gentle and soft, baby soft skin, baby powder smell to it, if that makes sense. Like that's kind of how that energy feels around it, so that it's this new energy that's coming in, and it's really just smells soft. That's what it smells like. It smells soft. It smells like baby cheeks and softness. And really opening the heart space to that energy. The mantra is, I am divine love. Yeah, one of the words on here is tender-hearted. So it is that, like, be mindful that you're tender-hearted as well. So another message to that is kind of like a baby. You have to really take care of that. And you have to really honor that much as you would a baby. A baby can't I don't want to necessarily like disempower you so you can't take care of yourself, but it is a healing that needs to happen, that you need to reach in there and kind of nurture it back to life and open that up in a really kind of beautiful way.
I was getting ready to say nurture it, and then you said it. So I was coming into it. Yeah. Yeah, she says she's a big fan of crystals.
Well, amazonite. Obviously, rose quartz is a beautiful one for that energy, but amazonite is a next level. It's vibrationally speaking, it's going to take you that next little oomph above rose quartz. Let's just bring it up a notch.
She says, I feel this so much, going through lots of life changes, and I think I need to reevaluate some things. Well, I hope this helps.
So
I hope this sets you in the right direction.
Yeah, nurture yourself like a little seed, like a little plant, a little growth.
See, we're all going to just grow together.
Grow together.
We're growing together. I like that. Okay. Miss Cheryl. The Alchemist Garden.
All right. Cheryl, a card jumped out for you. I love it when that happens. All right, the star. Right? The plant that comes with that is the opium poppy. You know, that's been a message that's been coming up a lot for me as well lately, Cheryl, is this, I'm going to go astrologically speaking on it. It's also this Neptune energy, and Neptune in Pisces, it is this dreamy, right? When we think about opium poppy, it's this dreamy, cloudy, I want to wake up from it mostly because I'm not necessarily always comfortable there. Like I have a really strong analytical mind. I have a lot of Virgo in my chart. And so it likes to know things and it likes things to be really analytical and logical. But it's good to dream and it's good to be soft and it's good to buffer the edges a little bit. It's okay to be fuzzy right now. It's okay to not know right now. I hate it. I hate that. I mean, I talked earlier about detaching and the wisdom of it, but my 3D lower egoic self really struggles with that. So I can identify with that it's okay to not know what's coming next. And it's okay to be dreamy about it. And it's okay to play with your imagination there. But then the flip side of that is when Aries season hits here in a couple of days, rubber to the road. Right. And so coming back out of that dreamy phase is going to be super important. And the star is that it's like, oh, I've got bright eyes, right? And I'm having these big grandiose visions, but there is going to come a time when the rubber's going to hit the road, and you're going to need to sober up, so to speak, and be mindful that there's that shift that's coming. So it's okay to be there right now, but it's also going to shift out of it, and we want you to be prepared for that too.
There we go. Cheryl, I'm a Virgo. I'm a double Virgo too, so I feel you, girl.
Is Cheryl a Virgo?
That's what she says. Yeah.
Yeah, girl, I feel it. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. It's okay to dream. It's okay to soften your edges and not need all of that analytics. It's okay. There'll be a time for it.
Okay. Katie, are you there, Katie? The Alchemist Garden again.
Woo! Whoa. This deck is popping tonight. It's a new one. I just recently got it. It's from a couple in New Zealand. So it came a long way. Made a big journey to get here.
So you so we shared we shared the decks. Now, was this one a startup that was able to get the backing, and
yes,
or which one was that?
I came in after they had already had their journey. We're in a fellow Facebook shamanic group. And so I'm technically a second print because I missed the first printing. But yeah, I mean, all of these decks that we've used tonight are self-made, self-published, self-designed. Some of them came through startups. Some people had funding already, you know, and then they were selling and packaging. Like Rebel Deck had her grandma, I think, bundling and sending things out. You know, it is really, I just love that energy. I just love that energy. I love supporting other readers. And
it's very free.
Creative. Yeah. All right, and the card here.
All right, Katie's listening.
Woo, Katie. The magic mushroom, the magician. Yay, we all get to watch Harry Potter again. We're talking a lot about magic tonight. It came out in your card reading. It came out in a couple of other people's card reading. It's going back also to one of the earlier readings that we talked about, where new neural programming, like what do we think about when we think about psilocybin and the power of mushrooms? It is trauma healing. One, I mean, there's a lot of science that's happening right now around using psilocybin for PTSD, right? So I think we can all agree that in one way or another, we've got PTSD from something, from somewhere, from some relationship, from some experience, from some tragedy, from some trauma. We all have it from 2020. Like, we need to talk about that. We're going to need to be talking about that. But the best way to move forward is to believe in that magic. And I love that was a great card pull, Gwen, that it really is about new neural programming, opening up not just our heart, starts in the heart, but also opening up our brain. There's something that's coming down the line, message for everybody. There's something that's coming down the line in this shift right now that's going to happen over the spring equinox that is going to literally blow minds. There's going to be some kind of truth that comes in. Now, I don't know if that's going to be on a collective truth or if it's going to be a personal truth for everybody, probably both. That's going to just pop everybody's minds open. When I do my yearly card reading, March's card was divine justice. And everybody that was sitting around the table was like, ooh, what does that mean? It means that something is coming in March and it's freaking big. So it's going to happen after the spring equinox shift. When it shifts into Aries, Aries is the firecracker pop, pop, pop. It's going to pop in. It's going to be bursts of new information that's coming through. So be open to that. Respond well to that. I don't even know how to tell you to respond well to that, other than to breathe through it. Like Gwen's been saying, breathe through it. but be open to it, and it's going to change your reality. I think that's the big takeaway from tonight as we kind of get to the end of these readings, is that reality is not what we think it is. And we've been operating under some false assumptions and some incorrect information. And so more truth is coming, personally and collectively. Reality is about to change. Woo.
I'm ready. Okay, maybe not, but I'm working on it.
Have fun with it. Yeah, have fun with it. Have fun with it.
Good. All right, last one, Casey. Oh, so we got the healing card.
Perfect way to end it.
These were suggested to me and told me that they would be great for shadow work. I haven't used them for that yet. Okay, I was actually diagnosed with PTSD from a past marriage and childhood trauma this past year. I've been working on not only healing, but learning from my past and making the best of my future, the future I hold. Plus, I've been going through some workers' comp stuff and lost my job because of an injury, so thank you.
Reality's about to change. Hang in there.
Katie, if you want to talk, honey, just message me, because I've been going through the whole trauma stuff, and I'll help you work through it any way you can, darling.
Well, know that the plant medicine is there for you as well.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so for Casey, the first card is the alchemy card. It's about creating it's about creating your future. The second card is your inner child. So we were talking about some, inner child trauma. And the last one was the love. So definitely be watching and practice that self-care. What? I see you giggling.
How many times have we seen love come up tonight? Love, big
right.
love, big love, big love, big love, big love.
Yes.
I love that. I'm super excited about that.
Oh, well, good. I hope that we can end this on good. I know that the childhood trauma is a lot to work through, but just remember, take care of yourself and take care of your heart. You're gonna make it through. So.
And don't quit. I want to come back to that card about determination. Don't quit. Don't quit. Right? It's kind of like we're all being born again. We got to come on through that birth canal. We got to keep fighting, keep working, keep kind of moving forward. Don't quit on it. I know it gets hard. I know it gets heavy. I know it gets ugly and yucky, but don't quit. There's rewards on the other side of it, and those rewards are coming quickly.
Oh, so wow, thank you. That helps so much. Well, good, Casey. Anna said, thank you, ladies. Such great readings for everyone. And I want to give a special thank you to Amber for joining us tonight. It's been fun.
Yes, that's how it should be.
and I think that everybody learned something. The overall theme is, okay, we're waking up, we're rising, we all going through it. Mind your heart and open your mind. Be open to possibilities.
Yes. Yes, so. Yes. And many blessings to everybody that came out tonight. I thank you for the support. Thanks for supporting Gwen. Take a look at those card decks. Everybody loves the support. I hope you'll share the Parkersburg one. Definitely want to give some love there. And thanks again for having me. I really did have a good time.
If you missed the decks, they are posted in this event, and So just go there and check them out. There's with Facebook and then the 2 Instagrams I think you sent me. Yeah. So yeah, go there, and then I'll put Susan's The Black Moon Astrology in there as well. So as well as Amber's page, so that you can go and find her for your own personal readings.
Okay.
And when she's not out there working her ass off to save us.
And having a good time doing it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all so much. We will see you next Wednesday night. You join me Saturday night for a Ostara special, and then we'll see you back here next Wednesday night for Divination Night. Love to you all, and we'll see you then.